Jayden Daniels versus Michael Penix Jr. Sunday Night Football. This was a classic. This was peak cinema. Jayden Daniels, 4 game-winning drives now. He took care of business. He stole the hearts from the Atlanta Falcons, and he was huge in this football game. Lamar Jackson of the NFC, bro. This guy is different. 127 yards rushing, 227 yards passing, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, 100.1 QBR. He was on the money. And when the Commanders needed him to deliver, he delivered. And this is a guy that's probably one of the most clutch quarterbacks in the NFL right now. And as a rookie, that's saying a lot. This team's 11-5. He's carried this team to success. This team, finished last year one of the worst teams in the NFL. He's came in with not all of the best pieces. I mean, the offense line, it's decent. It's not great. Terry McLaurin, pretty good. Some of his other weapons, they're not great, but he gets the most out of it. Offensive coordinator, Cliff Kingsbury, give him credit. He dialed up a great play calling game this game against the Falcons. Great defense. This defense couldn't stop the run at all. Jayden Daniels, it didn't matter who was the running back. Chris Rodriguez, McNichols, Brian Robinson, like nobody could tackle these running backs. I mean, Chris Rodriguez had touchdown he had a lot of plays where he's breaking a lot of tackles, making huge effort, getting yardage, and that one of those touchdowns he had earlier on in the game, that showed it. So the Falcons, I think this loss was more on them not being able to stop the Commanders, but Daniels, you really can't do much to stop this guy. Like I said, Lamar of the NFC. He can run like Lamar, make you miss. I mean, he juked out Jalen Carter, last week, juked him out of his socks. He's just that elusive, just like Lamar. But he can throw dots. He could thread the needle like Lamar can this year. And he could throw a pretty deep ball. He'd be throwing it in the breadbasket. He has all the tools to be a great, unstoppable quarterback. And the NFC needs quarterbacks like this. The NFC really doesn't have those superstar quarterbacks, those super talented quarterbacks. The Big Four, that's in the AFC. The Big Five, AFC. I mean, Justin Herbert, top 5 quarterback. I mean, how he's playing this year, more efficient, the numbers aren't what we're used to from him, but, that guy's playing really good football. Besides Matthew Stafford, you really don't have those dominating quarterbacks that are just so talented that can, play with the AFC quarterbacks. Jalen Hurts, he's done it. But yeah, Jalen Hurts, Matthew Stafford, Jared Goff, he plays well, but Jared Goff, we need a quarterback that's similar. We need a quarterback that's as good as these AFC quarterbacks. And I think Daniels is showing you that already in his rookie season, he can be that guy. Top 10 quarterback already, I think. Rookie of the year, it's already wrapped up. He's won it. 4 game-winning drives, like I said. Clutch-ass quarterback. Just broke Robert Griffin III's rookie rushing record for most rushing yards in a season. He has 858, 840 right now. Crazy season. Just what he's done with this Commanders team. You got to give Dan Quinn credit. You got to give Cliff Kingsbury credit. This coaching staff, the culture Dan Quinn has set. This team has been really fucking good all year. They beat the Eagles. Daniel showed up in that game too. So yeah, this Commanders team, watch out. They can compete in the NFC, and they got the Rams right now. That matchup, that would be a really good playoff game. I'm not going to give the Rams that victory easily. I think Daniels, he could show up big in the playoffs. He showed up big all season. So I don't think the playoffs will be much different for him. I think he'll ball out. And I mean, I can't wait to see him in the playoffs. I can't wait to see that matchup. That'd be really good. I think it'll be a close game. Probably give the edge to the Rams, but yeah, I wouldn't give it to them easily. This is supposed to be a rebuild year for the Commanders, but already first season, Jayden Daniels and this Commanders team is headed to the playoffs. 11-5 right now. Could finish 12-5, and just crazy season from this team. Just who expected this? I think, if you look at rookie seasons, you compare the two, Jayden Daniels is having a more impressive rookie season than C.J. Stroud had last year. You look at 3,500 yards passing, 864 yards rushing. This is an insane year for a rookie quarterback. Just doing it both ways, a dual threat quarterback, Lamar level kind of production, and the efficiency. Obviously, you give the nod to C.J. Stroud. He had a lot less. He had a couple less interceptions. He had 4,000 yards passing too, but give the total yardage. Jayden Daniels has brought it, and closing games out, beating the Eagles, performing against the best defenses in the NFL, just putting up big numbers. I think Jayden Daniels has been more impressive in his rookie season. And this Commanders team, I mean, like I said, worst team in football last year. I like Jayden Daniels a little more. I like what I'm seeing, just how he's doing it as a dual threat quarterback, how effective he's been, how much of a nightmare matchup he is. I mean, both quarterbacks, they were getting MVP recognition. I'm going to lean with Jayden Daniels. Daniels was under pressure all night. He got blitzed 75% of the time, damn near. Falcons couldn't stop him still. Daniels was juking defenders out, making all the right reads, making perfect throws. Just, he was on one tonight. And this was one of his best performances that he's had this season. And that's saying a lot because he's been stepping up to the plate all year. Really like what Jayden Daniels did last night against the Falcons. Sunday Night Football, must have, clinch a playoff spot. He showed up big. Michael Penix Jr., on the other hand, this was an impressive performance from him too. Ups and downs, had an interception. There were a lot of drops on his receiver's part. But the run game got going. That helped him. Bijan was good. Made some very timely throws in crucial situations to Drake London, Kyle Pitts, and a couple passes to Darnell Mooney. He spread out the ball pretty well. This offense looks a lot better with him in the fold, with him at quarterback. He's just, building that chemistry with his weapons. But that last drive in the fourth quarter, I mean, a 21-yard loss at the goal line. Bijan Robinson snap went over his head. A loss of 21 yards. Michael Penix still threw a touchdown. Fourth down. To Kyle Pitts. On the money. Talk about clutch. Talk about, hey, when we need you the most, you show up big. And he did that. Second career start. Playoffs on the line. So Michael Penix Jr., this loss ain't on him. This loss is on the defense. I'm sorry. That defense couldn't stop shit that the Commanders were doing. So Michael Penix Jr., this is a performance to build on. If only they would have started him earlier on in that season when Kirk Cousins was throwing interception after interception, he should have been in a while back. A couple games back, and they would be in the playoffs. He should have been in against the Chargers. They'd be in the playoffs. Denver too. So if only they would have started him sooner. But yeah, this guy looks like he's going to be one of those ones. He's going to be a great quarterback in the league. Just like I said, just got to build that chemistry with his weapons. And Raheem Morris, the clock management was bad in this game too. Let too much time off the clock. But yeah, with a quarterback like Michael Penix Jr., you see him throwing fucking dots. Like, it's on the money. Receivers are dropping it every now and then. But yeah, he's got the accuracy. He's got the confidence. This guy's got the swagger too. He's an Atlanta quarterback. And I can't wait till he gets more, time, more reps. I want to see him in another playoff game. I mean, this game against Jayden Daniels felt like a playoff game. But the NFC is in good hands. Quarterbacks like Jayden Daniels and now Michael Penix Jr., Caleb Williams. This draft class is insane, but the future of the NFC is with those three quarterbacks. Those three guys, superstar quarterbacks. Jayden Daniels already is a superstar. Give Caleb Williams some time. Give him a better head coach, better O-line, and give, Michael Penix Jr. some more time. Yeah, these three quarterbacks are going to run the NFC. Them and Jordan Love. Some people thought the NFC North was going to be the worst division in football this season. They thought it was going to be as bad as the NFC South.